Hey guys, welcome to the week here at the No Gi course, and today we're going to do the head and arm choke, or the arm triangle, or it has many names, but it's all the same. We're going to be choking people from a top position with our arms like this, right? So, Christian here on the bottom, and I want to show it from the mount here today, as this is perhaps the best way so that you can even choose the side that you want to start attacking, okay? So, obviously, if he's starting to expose himself slightly by turning to one side, what I'm looking to do here is to isolate the top arm here and look to grab around his neck on the other side, right? So you can look for these scenarios all the time, or you can create it basically by grabbing around his head, and if the arm is low, you want to start pushing this arm up towards his head, right? I talked about this detail where you want to walk your hand up. As soon as you feel some resistance, you're going to stretch by it so that you can yank his arm basically. And now, as soon as you release that, you're going to keep crawling, and then you can keep walking up in this fashion, okay? Once you're here, you can move your head to the outside, and you have a great isolation of both the head and the arm here, okay? Now, with this grip here, with the arm, like imagine that you're going for the armpit with the arm around his neck. I want to keep the other hand out on the floor most of the time because, you're going to meet some wild people that are going to try to bump you around, and then you have to have a low base and you have to keep this arm ready to base out, right? If you're connecting your hands already here, you might feel like you're going to fall to the side like this. And so, close guard is a great position, but I'd rather maintain the top position, right? So I'm basing out and staying low. Now the trick here is I want to lay parallel to him on his right side here, okay? So to do that, I want to get over with both my legs to this side without him catching me in the half guard, okay? So it's important that I'm doing it like this. So I'm lifting my hips and I'm bringing my knee across his hips, okay? At no point am I putting my feet inside his thighs or between his legs, right? So now if Christian tries to bring the leg or catch it, I'm going straight over to the other side here, okay? As I'm on this other side, I want to maintain his hip positioning so that his knees are at least looking away from me or up towards the ceiling. So to do that, you'll see I put my knee up beside his hip here, and I'm pointing it in to prevent him from turning in towards me, okay? So with the head and arm here, now I place myself. So now if he tries to turn towards me, it's going to be hard. So I keep this knee close to his hips here, right? Worst case, like if he tries to defend, if he catches my leg in between his legs, let's go, there you go. Now it's going to be hard for me to prevent him from turning down towards the floor, and then I'm going to lose the position, okay? It's not the worst position to be in. I can still work underhooks and get back into the game, but if I can keep my legs safe here by pulling my heel high, I'm in a pretty good, decent position where he can't catch me back in his guard, right? Now for the finish. You see I'll connect my hands like palm to palm. Nothing fancy, no fingers in between. All I'm doing is basically bringing my shoulder down to my wrist. And I like to bring this elbow close to my ribs. This way I can really get close to the floor here, okay? If I'm like this with my elbow flared, a lot of the times it kind of stops at a certain point and I can't get closer to the floor, and that means less compression. So for me, this is what's been working really well. Less like muscle, you don't need to use all the energy in the world to get it. So you're just gonna go low here, stay low. And as I'm low here, you'll see I'm gonna bring my head like I'm almost like cuddling my own hand to push his shoulder up against his neck. So I'm here, right? And I'm bringing my head here close to get it. And like all chokes, these chokes you have to maintain over a certain amount of time. It's not like a squeeze and then they will tap straight away. You want to squeeze slow instead, okay? You want to take the soul out of them slowly, okay? So you got it here. Bring his arm up, head on the outside, up with the knees, legs across. I'm low. Now, for the finish. Okay, so let's do one more time, just for the video's sake. And we got it. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.